Hi, podcast! Okay, so we just went. Hashtag not sponsored. We just went to Cookie Monster. And we got some dessert. Because we went out.
Here's what I found.
There's so much going on right. Oh my god.
Cookie Monster.
How do I show this for the podcast?
It's just a picture of Cookie Monster.
Oh.
Nope. 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 Nope.
There's Cookie Monster. Oh, hello. I don't know why that just came up, but Cookie Monster.
It's
We just
cold.
we got dessert. Oh, I should get the ice cream that's now melting into my jeans off of my jeans. I was more worried about the Cookie Monster on my watch than the ice cream on my literal pants. How are you doing this? Did you break it?
No.
I'm making such a mess. So we went out to dinner tonight. We went to Parm. Got some nice pasta.
It was good. My hand is so cold.
That's why I use a napkin, so it's not freezing your hand. Sorry, I got literally 8 napkins. I've already used 2 of them. Oh, it's because the air conditioning is on.
Oh my god!
Anyways.
Cookie Monster guy is gonna walk out and just see us talking to the camera. But that's
What if
okay.
he's our first guest on the podcast?
Hey, watch our podcast. Did you see the tip jar? The tip jar said, we had the same thing at Neshoba Paddler. The tip jar says, the different colleges. It was, tips for our college fund or something.
Cute.
It said all the different colleges they go to. I wanted to ask him, which college do you go to? One of them goes to ULowell.
Really?
Mhm.
We should ask.
They're closed.
No way. What is that impression? The closed windows or the open sign being off?
Where's the open? Oh, I didn't see the open sign off.
So, I got vanilla ice cream with a chocolate chip cookie.
I got
A
chocolate chip.
classic.
Oh.
Sorry.
Chocolate chip. No, it's fine. I got chocolate chip cookie, which is, I'm now realizing is kinda thick.
It's a thick cookie. What is it with you getting thick foods? Remember the pizza? That
She was
pizza was
thick.
thick.
I got chocolate chip cookie with Milky Way ice cream.
I want to try that crunch one. What was it called?
Kitchen sink.
No.
That sounded kind of gross. At first
Yeah, I think
it sounded
was the
good,
way
and then
he said it.
yeah, it was. At first it sounded good because he was like, "Oh, it's all the flavors except for oatmeal and one other one."
Peanut
I was
butter.
kind of like, "Oh, that actually sounds pretty good." And I was like, "I think we just throw in whatever we want, popcorn, whatever." And I was like, "Whoa, what?"
It was like popcorn, potato chips.
Oh yeah, potato chips. I was like, "Why would you ever put potato chips?"
Wouldn't they get soggy?
I mean, it also just would taste weird.
No, I think the salty would be okay. Like salty sweet.
But you had sprinkles, chocolate, vanilla, Milky Way, strawberry, potato chips.
No strawberry.
There was strawberry ice cream.
It was everything in the cookie.
Oh yeah.
Well,
But the ice cream is good.
I think the cookie's very mediocre, to be honest.
Yeah, compared to your cookies.
Hey, I didn't say it. But yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's also something about a warm cookie.
Yeah.
It's
a cookie that's been sitting out.
we went in at 9:58. They close at 10. This cookie is not fresh, exactly.
No.
I'm still gonna eat it, but this is a lot too. We let our food settle for quite some time. I'm not gonna be able to finish this.
Well, I might be able to.
Let's see. Oh. So one of our viewers said we should talk about Desserts. Favorite desserts. I would say anything with ice cream automatically gets higher on my list. So like a brownie, good. Brownie with ice cream, higher up. Cake, good. Cake with ice cream, higher up.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I agree.
Do you refrigerate birthday cake? Or do you guys leave it out on the counter?
We leave it out.
Interesting. We
I
typically,
believe.
for homemade birthday cake, we leave it out. But like a store-bought cake,
Oh, that might be what we do too.
we refrigerate it. It's kind of weird though.
My mom usually makes
Yeah.
the cakes, so I usually see cakes
On the counter.
out because they're homemade.
Mhm.
So, but that'd be what we do.
Anyway. Where would you rank let's eliminate the pairings. Ice cream, brownies, cookies, I guess.
I mean, are we racing?
We're in Burlington. Like, where could they be going?
I don't know. Hey, bro.
Ice cream, cookies, brownies, cake, whatever else your heart desires. How would you rank those?
Oh, that's hard.
It's hard because, like, each of them has a category, too.
Yeah.
Like,
it depends on my mood.
yeah. Like, I would put a chocolate chip cookie above an oatmeal raisin cookie any
Like-
day of the week.
But that's the thing. Is like I feel like when it comes to desserts, I have different, like I prefer different things on different days. Like I will have some days that I am craving an oatmeal raisin cookie.
When you're 90 years old.
My bunion comes out.
Craves an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I do.
Well,
Sometimes. Not always. Not usually, but sometimes.
oh my god. Oh no. Do you think she wanted Cookie Monster, or do you think she works there?
I mean, I hope she works there as she's banging on the glass.
That's so sad.
Also, she's by herself.
I would say that
And I don't see any car. Like, did she run here?
maybe.
Because that's
I-
commitment.
I think that if I didn't have to worry about, like, my health, or, like, I guess my weight would fall into my health. If I didn't have to worry about my health, I could eat chocolate cake. I think I would say chocolate cake. But that's the thing. It's like chocolate cake, I would take over, like, an oatmeal raisin cookie. But I would take a chocolate chip cookie over, like, red velvet cake. Does that make sense? That's like, to me, it's like very dependent on the type of. Okay, I need to stop eating it.
You know what my favorite type of cake is? Well,
Oh god, there's one answer that you better not say.
one of my favorite types of cakes.
Okay.
Guess.
Let's get this out of the way. Vanilla cake, vanilla frosting.
That's not my favorite. I like it. That's not my favorite.
Okay. German chocolate cake.
No.
No? Oh, okay. Is it something that, like, I'll guess? Carrot cake? That was the cake my parents had at their wedding. That was their wedding cake.
Really?
Mhm.
Carrot cake with cream cheese frosting
Mhm.
is definitely one of my favorites.
Apparently my dad makes a good carrot cake. My mom talks about it. I've never had it. My favorite cake is chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. Or I would actually say my favorite cake is a checkerboard cake. You ever had checkerboard?
Like marble.
It's like marble, but instead of being marbled, it's like checkerboard. Like it looks
Oh, it's
like
like
a checkerboard.
literally.
Yeah. I almost
Never
made
had
a
that.
checkerboard cake once. I got into an argument with a certain person about whether or not they make marble cake by just making a checkerboard cake and like mixing the frosting around or the batter around. But to make a checkerboard cake, you make a chocolate cake, you make a vanilla cake, and then you like cut the circles out and then put them together like a puzzle. I once made a cake when I was in 7th grade. I made a cake for our Greece unit. We were on Greece is like ancient Greece is like the big unit to end 7th grade social studies, and we had this big like Greece like culture festival kind of thing where like we learned Greek dances and like we like people brought like Greek food. It was like this whole thing for the 7th grade, and I made a cake. I think she said, like, my teacher said that we could get like extra credit if we brought food in, so that it was like a fun party. And I interpreted Greek food.
Oh no, what'd you do?
I made a cake that when you sliced into it, it looked like the Greek flag, like the flag of Greece. I went in thinking like, oh, I nailed this. And I walk and I see like baklava everywhere, and I was like, oh shit, Mom, we gotta go home. But my mom was like, no, you spent so much time on this, we're gonna go in and people are gonna like it.
Yeah.
They did. It was fine. It was just like a perfect example of, oh, Ari. Oh my god, you know what we can talk about?
What?
Our first week of teaching. We started our big girl jobs this week.
I am obsessed with 1st grade.
I'm obsessed with 7th grade.
I could never, ever teach 7th grade.
I could never,
I would
never,
rather-
ever teach 1st grade.
I would rather eat my own hand.
Have you? But you've never given it a try.
I don't need to.
No, I really think that you would feel.
No, but like, I like when the kids have. I like this sound. I don't. This sounds like cocky, not cocky, but like, I like when the kids are so little they like idolize me.
But the 7th graders do.
But they are like hormonal and like, I'm not gonna have a little 6-year-old have a crush on me.
No, but I don't think the
I'm
7th
telling you
graders.
right now, I bet one of the 7th graders have a crush on you.
I could be their mother. No, I could not.
You certainly could not. Hopefully.
How old are 7th? No, I couldn't. No, I really don't think. I think that 7th graders, because 7th graders, you can be still like, you can have conversations with them, but like, you can still be sarcastic and silly and fun with them. But they're like, I remember I said to my parents, like, if I was in 7th grade and I had a sub who was my age, I would idolize them. Like, I would have thought they were the coolest thing ever. But no, first graders to me, it's just like I think the 7th graders view me more like she's like a cool, like she's cool, whereas I feel like 1st graders view like mommy, you know.
And 1st grade, like, I had like 6 of them that all drew me drawings.
That's true.
And they like, one of them gave me a chocolate coin. And like, it's just, I was like,
was it wrapped in like gold wrap? Oh my god, were they Jewish? That's like a Jewish thing.
Maybe. She was eating them at snack time too.
Aw.
Colette.
Aw.
She was like, can I go get something from my locker? I was like, yeah. I name dropped.
Maybe she'll watch it.
I was like, can I go get something from my locker? And she was like, she said, can I go get something from my locker? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she like ran out and brought me back this little chocolate coin.
That's so cute.
She was like, here, Miss Towers.
That's so cute.
Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah,
she was a little sweetheart.
Okay, so of the grades you did this week, you did 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 1st. Did you have any third grade, or did you just have 4th and 5th?
4th.
No, you did have 3rd.
I have one. I was in a 3rd grade class for like half an hour.
Okay. I just had 91 7th graders. Except I didn't have 91 because I had a couple kids that were absent all week, and they're going to be so confused when they come back. Because they're going to be like, Hi, I was out. Also,
Who are
are
you?
you? Well,
Yeah, and then I'm doing preschool next week.
all week?
Oh no, sorry, not all week. On Monday I'm in an elementary school.
Hello. Well,
Bunyan said, update?
just send him a picture of this.
Yeah,
That'll be
but
fun.
I love it. I love it. Then I start my student teaching at school
When do you go back?
this semester.
Really? Wow.
Just on Thursdays.
Bunch of little Vermont kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's nuts, actually. Student teaching, it's amazing. There's so many different trades, I guess, that, like, you spend so much of your time in college doing work unpaid.
Yeah.
Like, when I do my practicum, I'm going to be in a full-time teaching position for a semester. Like, on my own.
I don't know
Unpaid.
why you don't get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand student teaching, internships, whatever. When you're doing your practicum and you are doing all the work of a full-time teacher,
Mhm.
fine if you don't get good money.
Pay me, like, at least a
You get
sub rate.
something.
Like, at least what a sub gets.
Right. I really think that once you get to the point where you're doing your practicum, like,
I mean,
Come on.
maybe they don't pay you because they don't want to, like, incentivize that major if you don't actually want it. Like, they don't want people to do it just for the money.
no,
As
but
if anybody has ever gone into teaching for the money.
Yeah.
I wonder, do, like, med students get paid when they do, like, their, like, what's that called?
I don't know.
Not rotations, when they do residency.
But like, that's the thing. I think that they should also get paid,
Yeah.
even if it
If
is
you're,
even if it is a very small amount. They should get just a little something.
if they're, like, performing surgeries and, like, doing
Yeah.
operations, they should
They should
absolutely
get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should definitely get paid.
Well,
But then, like, in my 5th year, I think, to my knowledge, I think, like, I'm going to hopefully have, like, a job of some sort. And I'm going to be doing, like, stuff through my grad program. And, like, I think I'll get paid then. Like, I think once I'm a grad student, not a practicum, but it's, like, I think because it's, like, a 5th year, I don't know. Someone was telling me that she's teaching while doing it. Maybe it was a practicum that she was talking about.
probably her practicum,
She's
because that's
probably
what I'm
not.
going to be doing.
She's probably not getting paid. Never
I
mind.
don't think you get paid for a practicum. You pay for a practicum, actually, if you think about it, because you're paying for the credits that you need in your master's.
That's messed up.
Well, welcome to the college system. I can't finish this. It's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good.
It's like, it's fine.
Yeah. We could have gone home and I could have made cookies and we could have had ice cream and it would have been maybe better. Is
It's
that
okay.
cocky to say?
Well, no, but this is a place like this. It's like Cookie Monster, like, it's like a,
The vibe.
yeah, it's like a fun place. Cookie Monster. Like, it's like
Yeah.
you're paying also for, like, I don't know what the word is. It's like not a destination, but it's
The
like,
experience.
kind of, yeah.
The ambiance
Yeah.
of this nice little strip mall in Burlington. Oh, there's a trash can. Okay.
I want one more bite of the cookie, but it just,
Oh, actually, I
Submerged.
won't throw it away. I'll throw it away at home, so that I don't have to like.
why?
Well, I don't want to leave the podcast. Can I leave the podcast? I don't think I should leave the podcast.
Let's both leave. Like 4 seconds.
You think that's better to both leave?
Let's just go.
Should we
Ready?
race? Hold
One.
on. Wait. Let's open the doors first, so we don't.
Wait, where's the trash? That's
Oh,
not
it's on the
fair.
other. It's on the other side of that.
Okay, ready?
Okay,
One,
ready?
2, 3, go.
back in first, though.
Uh-huh.
We're children. You realize that? We're absolute children. Okay. What's the topic? We've been talking for 20 minutes. I couldn't tell you one thing. I know I talked about brownies, cookies, ice cream, cake. What? What have we talked about?
First grade, second grade. We went to dinner. Cookie Monster.
We did. That's true. Can I see your phone, actually? Let me pull kind of to the side. What was... I'm trying to think of, like, other topics that we didn't cover last podcast. Do you have, like, directions?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. Can you just, like, get those going for me?
Mm-hmm.
I know there's 2 ways I can go, and I just don't know which one's quicker. It is 10 Jennifer... I shouldn't... It doesn't matter if I say my address.
I already know it.
Okay.
Head south toward Burlington Mall Road. Turn right onto Burlington Mall Road.
You can turn the sound off, because she's annoying. I don't know how. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, I
Just,
do.
like,
Yes, I
turn
do.
your volume down.
Got it.
That's what I meant.
She's gone.
Okay.
Oh, it's so nice and warm.
Now it's nice and toasty.
So anyway, I forget what we were saying, but that's okay.
Red flag, green flag. We were talking about, like, topics that we've done.
Oh, yeah.
I know we had, like, they're a 10, but
Yeah.
I feel like those are ones
We
that,
still
like, you
haven't
need to
done the
prepare.
Target challenge either.
The Target challenge would be such a good one.
Yeah.
Should I tell the story of one of my students this week? No. Middle schoolers have shown me they're much, like, wittier than I thought, I think, would be the way to put it. And I guess maybe it was surprising for me just because I'm not around middle schoolers that much, but, like, if I think about your brother, like, he's very quick-witted. Like, I should have known that have you ever been there?
No, I kind of don't know if I want to.
I went there once, and everything was spicy. And I mean,
Everything
the
was
water
spicy.
was spicy. Like, it was the most spicy food that I've ever had.
Wow.
And I mean, I'm a baby when it comes to spice, so it's probably not actually that spicy. But, like, I've never been back because I just was scarred by how spicy everything was. We went to dinner.
I have a story of one of my first graders.
Oh, please.
So during our math lesson, we were talking about different, like, superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3 superpowers.
During your math lesson?
Yes, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The kids picked if they could pick a superpower, if they would want it to be to fly, to be invisible, or to be super strong.
Okay, I feel like there's an obvious answer.
What?
Fly.
Okay. A lot of them picked to be invisible.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We
Oh.
had 5 flying,
Really?
16 invisible, and then I, just because I'm me, they were like, Miss Towers, you have to be on it, and I picked to be super strong.
Is that what you would actually pick?
No.
What would you actually pick?
To fly.
Yeah. What's the purpose of being invisible? Hearing people talk about you behind your back?
Well, I got a lot of, I won't have to do my chores, I won't have to do this, and my parents, I can go wherever I want, and I was like, that's kind of questionable as you are 6 years old.
Yeah, that's like.
Why do
really
you want to go wherever you want?
Look. Target!
But anyway, this little girl, her name was Charlotte, she just was super cute, and she was like, I would want to, so she said, some of them wanted to tell me, like, why they wanted that superpower. She was like, I would want to fly, but I don't know why, I don't really have a reason why I would want to fly, but I wouldn't want to be invisible, because then my mommy and daddy wouldn't be able to find me, and I think it would scare them.
Oh.
And she said also I would bump into things. And I said, well, you would be able to see.
Yeah.
But also I would bump into things.
Cute.
But it like melted my heart. She was like, my mommy and daddy wouldn't be able to find me, and I think they would be scared.
That's so sweet.
And I was like, oh, I
What
said that's
6-year-old is that self-aware?
I know. I said that's a really. I bet they would be scared if they couldn't find you.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, and that's why. And she was like, also, I would want to fly because I went on an airplane recently and I really liked it. So I think I would want to fly. And I was like, okay.
Do you like
She was
flying?
so cute.
Like, do you like planes?
I love planes.
Really?
I love flying. I haven't flown a whole ton, but I haven't flown a whole ton. Sorry.
No, that was funny.
But yeah. I mean, I just love traveling.
Yeah.
And that's a great way to travel. So
Yeah, I mean,
Any
it's
way
like
that-
the most efficient way to travel.
any way that involves traveling.
I don't like planes. That's it's an anxiety
It's okay.
thing. But like I mean, like once I'm on the plane,
Okay.
I'm fine. It's
Yeah.
I think more. I don't want to. I'm literally going like I'm going back to Lowell because it's the only time I really go to Burlington is when I'm going from Lowell. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just it like stresses me out. I'm just like planes don't. I think it's because I'm not smart. Like planes don't make sense to me. Like how does that work? It's literally like a giant heavy tin can flying through the sky. Like
Yeah.
it's the same with boats. Boats don't make sense to me. Like buoyancy, how does that work? Like
I don't know.
it could be explained to me in 10 different languages. I still probably wouldn't get it. I told my students this week asked me what language I took when I was in middle school. I told them that I took French, and one of them goes, "Oh, so you're fluent?" And I was like, "Oh, no. I took French for a long time. I would never say I'm fluent in it." And they were like, "Well, why did you take French?" And so like I explained why I took French, but I was like, "But I still know how to count to 10 in 6 different languages." And like it was
Of
as
course.
it was as
Show
if,
us.
as it was
Did they
as
say
if
so?
I was the smartest person on the planet when I recited 1 through 10 in just like I got through like the second language, and they were like I was like, guys, you all took French, Spanish, German, and Latin last year as 6th graders. Like if you can't still count to 10, whoa, this road is weird. If you can't still count to 10 in those, at least 3 of those 4, like, we got an issue here. They didn't believe that I could do it, so I had to go through and do it. I was asked in my question jar. I have, for the viewers at home, I have a question jar. They can't like. Oh, is that better or worse?
I think it's better.
Okay, I think that's better. Less light on me, more light on you. You're the looker here. We literally look like we just went to like Kohl's and got like Christmas card photos taken. Like Sears, that's the place where people
Sears.
go. We should do that.
We should.
Remember when you asked me to go get pictures taken with Santa with you?
Oh yeah. You're like, I'm Jewish.
Yeah. Anyways, in the question jar this week,
That we could do. We could take like professional photos. Like that would be kind of funny.
Sears pictures. Is there even a Sears open near us?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean I went to Sears a few years ago. My mom got pictures taken of.
Yeah, no, a few years ago. They're like all going out of business though.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That's sad.
Anyway, in the question jar, so I have this jar on my desk that like my students can like write me questions, and then like if we finish an activity early or like if we haven't done it in a while, like I'll pull questions out. So yesterday we did questions. It was like our fun Friday activity at the end of all of my classes. We had like 5 minutes left. So we answered questions, and they asked me a bunch of questions. There was, of course, the "What year were you born?" right to the point. And I said to them, I was like, I'm not going to tell you, but I will say that I was born before all of you. And then I had a kid come up to me after class. He was like, "Okay, were you born after 2003? And I was like, "No." And he was like, "No." I was like, "No, I was not." And he's like, are you like being silly?" And I was like, "You think I was born after 2003? He goes, "No, before." And I was like, "Oh, yeah. Yes, I was born before 2003.
Are you being silly?
He literally like flipped it, and I was like, "You just changed what you were asking me." He was like, no, I said before. And I was like, no, sir, you most definitely said after. He was like, well, so you were born before 2003? And I was like, yeah. He goes, so you're older than my sister. And then he just walked away. I was like,
oh yeah, that's when I told the first graders how old I was. So many of them were like, you're older than my brother. You're younger than my brother. Oh, my cousin is older than you. Oh, my cousin, my aunt is old. My aunt is older than you.
I think a lot of kids that like,
they connect it to their family.
They connect it to someone that they know.
It's just cool to see.
Yeah, yeah.
It's interesting.
It's interesting to like the questions again. The questions that the kids are asking. That's exactly it. Like what is it? How is their brain processing me, this new person in their school, in their life? And so they said, oh, I don't think I told you this. It is really pretty. I had 3 students send me emails this week, and all of them addressed me as Dear Mrs. Fleischer. And so I said to my classes yesterday, I said, do you guys know that there's a difference between Miss and Mrs.? And most of my students were like, yeah, of course, yeah. And I was like, okay, can someone tell me what the difference is? And they all, not all, but the kids who said yeah were like, while Mrs. means that you're married. And I was like, that is so correct. Good job. So this may come as a surprise to some of you, but I am not married. And they all like giggled. Like I was being silly. They all laughed. And I was like, okay, so you guys think it's funny that I said that, but some of your peers, or some of you, have emailed me and addressed me as Mrs. And a lot of you call me Mrs. Fleischer. And this one boy in the back of the room in one of my classes goes, well, it's not our fault that you're Miss. All of our other teachers are Mrs. And I was like,
sorry, I'll just hurry up and go get married for you.
Like, so sorry. That's my bad. I'll go get married so it's easier for you that you can just call everyone Mrs. And I literally said to that kid, I was like, yes, all of your teachers are Mrs. All of your teachers also are old enough to be my mother. So let's just keep this in mind, that like I am not all of your other teachers. Yeah. And again, they like all giggled, but like the questions that they've been asking have been very interesting to like see what they want to figure out about me. A lot of the questions I've gotten have been sports related.
Oh my gosh,
that was a big deer.
Is it a deer or is it a moose?
That was a deer. There's no way that was a moose. Moose, do you know how big a moose is?
Oh yeah, it was a deer.
Moose are like
giant,
above the car. They're like huge. I don't think they're above this car, but like they'd be above your car.
A baby.
A baby moose?
A baby moose.
Have you ever seen baby moose on like ice?
A baby moose.
Frank Pepe.
Frank Pepe. A baby moose.
What did he say it was called? Pepe?
Pepe.
That doesn't sound right.
I feel like it's definitely Pepe.
But like,
Pepe?
Shouldn't he know? Having grown up there?
He should, but he's wrong.
Well, okay.
I'm just kidding. He's probably right.
We're probably right. We're probably wrong. But he's not here to defend it, so we'll go with we're right. A lot of the kids have been asking me questions about sports. They all have different interests, and like so then they immediately like want to know if I associate with those interests, which I feel like I do a pretty good job of like connecting with the majority of the kids, because the kids in 7th grade who don't do a sport likely do theater. Mm-hmm. Like that's just I don't know if that's how your middle school was, but at Blanchard like that is kind of how it is. So having done both, like I'm able to connect a lot with the kids on like both ends. But the boys just drill me. Like it's like they're quizzing me. Like they want me to like mess up on whatever sport they're talking about. So I had these boys who were like adamant about getting me basically. And they got me, of course, with soccer, because soccer is not my sport.
Mm-hmm. What were they asking you?
Well, they were asking me like all kinds. They were asking me about every sport. How good are you? Have you ever played? You know, what position did you play? All this.
Oh, my mom is calling me.
Okay. Should we end the podcast then? We'll end the podcast.
Okay.
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 Yay podcast. Bye podcast. We're back.
Hi podcast.
We're back. Hi podcast. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I think we should try and brainstorm some topics for podcasts.
I know.
Like, I think that we need to do one where we talk about, like, childhood stories.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we both, like, I don't know, I feel like between the two of us, we could go on for hours with stories from, like, being kids.
Yeah. Childhood stories.
Or
I
just,
don't
like,
even-
like, do you remember, like, we could do core memories? I want to do one that's, like, moments that altered our brain chemistry. Where we just, like, talk about it. It is late.
It is very late.
We did not realize how late it was until
It is currently
Mia's mom just called.
10:45 p.m.
That is fully past my teacher bedtime. I set an alarm this morning and it was so sad setting an alarm on a Saturday. I mean, I set an
Why'd
alarm
you set an alarm?
because I don't want to like sleep in too much on a weekend and then make Monday even more painful. So like I set my alarm for 9, so I slept in a little bit, but like it was not like I let myself sleep in until like 11 because I know that like I was so tired. Like last night, when I got into bed, I literally was falling asleep as I was writing in my journal, like was like dozing off. So I knew that just because it was such a long week for me, like not even just like getting up early every day, but like emotionally it was just a lot because I was like, you know, so stressed about this new job. So I knew last night, like, if I just let myself sleep, like I would have probably slept in until 10:30 or 11 this morning.
Yeah.
Which I didn't want to do because I didn't want to screw myself over for Monday. But B, I also just don't like sleeping that late because I feel like I wake up and then it's like the day's gone.
Yeah.
Which obviously it's not, but like a good portion of it, or a portion of it is. And I had grading and stuff to do. So I wanted to like get up at a reasonable hour. But this whole like having a bedtime and having like a wake up time, like getting into an adulting routine, it's not fun. Like trying to make plans, like wanting to see people before everyone goes back to school and not being able to be like, oh, let's just like go out to lunch, or let's just like go out to dinner any night this week.
Yeah.
No, I have to be up at 5:30 in the morning.
You know what we could do?
What?
If we had more viewers and subscribers,
We could have them tell us what to do.
yeah, we could
I
like
know.
comment down below what.
Leave us a comment, what you want to see next time.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Hit the notification bell. What are other things? Like, comment, subscribe, notifications, share our video,
Share.
do a giveaway.
Share a video, Billy.
No, I want to know who these other viewers are.
I know.
If you're watching this, if you've gotten this far into the podcast, comment.
My Instagram is mia.towers27. Send me a DM. Tell me your name.
I don't know my Instagram
Name, age, social security number. I'm just
credit
kidding.
card. I think my Instagram is now Ariella Fleischer.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a dot or an underline or anything in there for a really long time. Like all of high school. It was A Fleischer 268. Because those were my
Ariella_Fleischer.
Oh, it's underscore? Okay. I'm waiting for one of my students to find me. I feel like it's gonna happen. Right? Like it's kind of bound to happen that a student, obviously I won't let them follow me. I was thinking of starting a teacher Instagram now.
Miss Fleischer.
Miss Fleischer. Can you see if Miss Fleischer is taken? No, don't show my Instagram. That's unnecessary.
I'll show mine.
Yeah, plug yours.
Okay.
But see if Miss Fleischer is taken.
Follow my Instagram. Okay, Miss Fleischer, let's see. Like MISS.
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 Because, like, I want somewhere that I can post, like, my teacher fits.
Miss.Fleischer is taken. Miss Fleischer 557.
But just Miss Fleischer is not.
No.
Oh my
Do
God.
Miss_Fleischer.
Or I could just do Miss Fleischer.
Fleischer,
Well, that's
okay.
one.
Miss Fleischer.
Or Miss underscore, too.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Fleischer. You should do that.
I kind of want. I think I'm gonna, because I want to also have like somewhere that I can like post, like when my kids like do like projects and stuff. Like I want to be able to like post,
Yeah.
like save their work, you know, and like more for myself. Like I want it to be like kind of a time capsule of this experience, I guess would be the better way to put it.
And like then when you're a full-time teacher,
Like I already have it.
like, yeah, you already have it.
Yeah. And I think it would be really cool to already have it, and like those students by that point, like, will be in high school probably, because obviously it's not going to be next year. So like I could have them again. Like that would be. I think it would just be cool to like.
Yeah.
look back
Oh,
on.
absolutely.
Do you follow any like teacher accounts?
I think so.
I do too. Excuse me. There's an account on Facebook. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a teacher account.
I follow Miss Winokur.
I meant like teacher influencers.
Oh no.
Not like influencers, but like
Oh, I don't think so.
on TikTok I follow a few teachers.
My cousin.
Abby! Maybe I'll start one. I think that as we keep teaching, we're gonna have more and more stories, like more like that. Honestly, we could do.
Oh, that is 2020. Wow, that is.
Have you never seen that house?
No.
They're on social media apparently. They changed it seasonally. So like they do different things. All of those skeletons, they're called like the Funny Bone Bunch, I think, or something like that. They must have 40 skeletons. And they like have them like during Thanksgiving they had like a table set up and they had like a fake Thanksgiving feast with like a turkey skeleton on the table. Like I don't know how it started during COVID. But they always change it for like different things. Halloween obviously they go like all out. But they change it and it's always so adorable to like see what they're doing. The bike trail goes through like their backyard basically. So like when we go for walks sometimes we'll like see like from the back, like you can see parts of it up close, and it's very detailed, very intricate. Okay, well, we just added 8 minutes to the podcast. Any final words
I don't think so.
for this podcast episode other than we look like twins? My mom said to me, I showed her the TikTok that I sent you of like my teacher fits from the week, and she goes, "What's with the tongue thing that you always do?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Like, why do you do it?" And I was like, "Well, because it's awkward to just like stand in a video and smile." And she goes, "You look cute when you smile. You don't need to do the tongue thing." And I was like,
Aww.
"Oh, but I do. It's kind of a thing." Do you always go to the same side?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. You go to your right.
Yeah.
Okay. I go to
No,
my
no, I go
You go to your left.
left.
I never go to my left. I always go to my right. When you cross your arms, which one do you put underneath?
Same.
Same. Good.
Otherwise, we couldn't be friends.
Yeah, honestly. I literally just looked and I was like, who's in my spot? You're not, and it's you. Okay. That is podcast number 13.
What's number 13?
I like that I just said I don't put my tongue out that way, and I just did. Yes. Yeah, because the last one was 12.
Oh, yeah.
That's how numbers work. Okay. Yay,
Yay.
podcast! For real this time. Okay. Bye, podcast.
Bye, podcast.